I don't think I'm gonna need that stuff out here tonight. What's up, Direct Edition attendees? It's your boy, the Robot Barbecue T1 Mobile, bringing you another fresh, cheap, and hot play of the Direct Edition. Tonight we're gonna try a little something different. Let me check my feeds because apparently one of them's not showing up. Bear with me just 1 minute. Dang. Okay, so I guess Facebook gonna be acting funny today. All right. That's how we gonna do. That's how we gonna do Facebook. All right, cool. Do I get everything said? All right. What's up, Direct Edition attendees? It's your boy, the Robot Barbecue T1 Mobile, bringing you another fresh, cheap, and hot plate of the Direct Edition. Tonight we're doing a little something different today. One of my community challenges was to get enough channel points to where we could read comics on stream. I did it a few times in the past when Mixer was a thing, and a lot of you people seem to enjoy it because if you can't tell by all my paraphernalia behind me that I am a superb and perilous geek, nerd, whatever you want to call it. That's me. So it started way back when, where I had a backlog of comics and I wasn't able to get to them because of my streaming. So I figured, why not just read them on stream? Then people were complaining, said I was spoiling them, and I was just like, I'm helping you out. If you can't buy them, I already got them. And it was a bit of a thing. So I did the channel points, and also, by the way, I still have channel points to unbox the 1994 Fleer Ultra X-Men set. So make sure you donate to those so we can get that unboxed as well. But the comics we're reading tonight are all number ones. They've been out for quite some time, a couple months now, at least 4 months. I think the earliest series has been out for 4 months. Secrets, if you don't know, I think I put it in the title, but they're all by Boom Studios, and I've read all of them before, but not online. So we're gonna check out some of them tonight. Because I've always wanted to do it, and I think I've found a way to do it like pretty cool. Anyways, I'm always open to feedback, so you guys can let me know what you think. If you like this setup, if you don't like it, if you want to take it back to the old school, the way I used to do it. If you want to know more, let me know. All right. Let's see if this works. Boom. Alright, tonight, one of the series, we're going to be reading 7 Secrets, Last Witch, Wynd, and Once in the Future. 7 Secrets, Last Witch, and Wynd are all number ones. I have the first volume of Once in the Future, so we'll see how far along we get with the rest of them. Usually, I would say about 10 to 15 minutes per book. So maybe these 4 just get us to an hour. Maybe, maybe not. I'm spitballing here. But what Seven Secrets is about? I was gonna say Once and Future, but what Seven Secrets is about is, hold on 1 minute. I gotta pull up chat so I can see. All right, yeah, it doesn't look halfway bad, I don't think. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think. Still not connecting to YouTube. Alright, anyways, without further ado, what Seven Secrets is about is the solicitation reads like this, and I'm on Boom Studios' website. It says, for centuries, the Order has trusted in keepers and holders to guard the secrets in 7 briefcases against all harm. But when their stronghold is attacked and the secrets put in peril, the entire Order must face an enemy who knows too much. Now, the Order's newest member, Casper, must discover the truth of the secrets before the enemy does, or risk losing everything. Alright, so there's an Order that guards 7 secrets, and their newest member, Casper, once the Order comes under attack, he, I guess he has to learn what the secrets are before he loses everything. But this is the first issue. 7 secrets. That's a nice cover. Looks like these are the two. These are the 2 guardians of the secret number 7. So it's written by Tom Taylor, illustrated by Daniel De Nicola. I know I'm butchering that, but Daniel does some pretty good art. Colored by Walter Bayamonte, with assistants Katiana Renali, lettered by Ed Dukeshire. Now, colorists and letterers don't get enough credit. Usually when you see a series, you just see a writer and artist in a lot of the solicitations, but the colorists and the letterers don't get enough recognition. And these are a lot more other people that apparently these were variant covers. Folks that did variant covers to 7 Secrets. I recognize Inhyuk Lee. But there's a lot that goes into it. So let's check this out. Now, I have a secret. Well, not just one, but they're all tied together. Newer secrets. And you see how the pull-out shot in some comics, you start in close, up too far. You start in close, and then you zoom out a little bit, and zoom out a little bit more, and then you see the destruction that's everywhere. Older secrets. Secrets so many had died to protect. Too many were people I loved. There's a stronghold. I mean, we knew it was going to be something with a stronghold that was torn apart. The 7 secrets. Words, wonders, weapons, and worse, with the power to change the world in a heartbeat. So whoever this lady is, I know who she is, but you guys don't, so I'm going to play to the mystery. She's like, no! Do you have any idea what happened to Atlantis? And it's just like, click. Oh, you ignorant, selfish idiots. What secret is this? Number 1? I guess this is in order 1 through 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's that? The 3 dots. So they click open the suitcase and flash a light, blinding light, and then we cut back to 3 months ago. The long-abandoned Brompton Street subway station. The hidden London base of the Order of the Seven. Secrets have power. Power to illuminate. And they're just like, what is that? And to keep in the dark. Somebody's giving the command to fire. Power to divide. Bang, 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 bang. Stay together. Stay together. Power to unite. Some secrets must be revealed. Apparently they're facing some type of hit squad. Others must be protected. Take the case. Okay, here's number 7. Case number 7. Secret number 7. They were on the front. Wars had been fought over the 7. Kingdoms had fallen. People spent lifetimes trying to obtain them. People wasted lifetimes trying to obtain them. Because the 7 secrets were unobtainable. Each was guarded by a keeper and a holder. Highly trained protectors. Get out of here, Ava. You'll be behind me, I'll be behind you. Don't make me come back for you, Sigurd. You're always so embarrassed by rescues. Go! So, Sigurd, I know I'm not saying that right, is telling Ava to go. Some type of ambush. They're the holders of the 7th secret. Or the keeper and the holder. Said there's always 2 to protect them. Each was guarded by a keeper and a holder. So Ava must be the holder. And Sigurd is the keeper. They devoted their lives to ensuring the secrets never fell into the wrong hands. Exit through the window. The wrong hands had attempted to obtain the 7 secrets for an age. He's like, hey. And he gets the suitcase to the face. Crunch. He gets knocked down. For an age, they had been safe. But it is a new age. She gets on the bike. Bang, bang, bang. Takes off. I need green lights between here and Piccadilly. She's on the phone with somebody, and they're like, got it. Oh, she hits a button, click, and it turns into a backpack. Bang, bang, bang. Operator, confirmation, 7-21 Hippocrates. What do you need, holder? Has Sigurd left the base? No. Damn it, put me through. And then she's like, Sigurd! All right, so that was 3 months ago. Then now we're taking another jump, 15 years. So this whole little action sequence here to show how bad they were, how awesome they were at being the keeper and the holder, was 3 months ago. And this little ambush attack, bam, 3 months ago. And then after that, it jumps to 15 years earlier. Oh, secret. I'm pregnant. See, I know a lot about secrets. Oh. You're sure? I have a human inside of me. It's noticeable. Well, shit. Yeah, shit. You see, I was a secret before I was born. Oh, so this is who's narrating the story right now. My parents kept me a secret as long as they could, but some things can't stay hidden forever. Ain't that the truth? Tajana was the keeper of the first secret. That Tajana was the one yelling for them not to open secret number 1. If you missed the beginning. Tajana. No! Oh, you ignorant, selfish idiots. Yeah, Tajana was the one yelling for them not to open the first secret. Tajana was the keeper of the first secret and head of the 7. Okay, so she knows the first secret. And even she was like, shit. Who knows? You're the first person we've told. Tajana said I was the product of forbidden love. Like, you know the rules. Of course we know the rules. My mother said I was the product of poor judgment, boredom, and drunkenness. The council will have to be notified. There will be a hearing. There can only be one outcome for the child. Your fate is less certain. Ava Sigurd, I'm sorry. There was a hearing. There was no wiggle room in the rules, so it's the kind of hearing that could have been an email, but some people need an excuse to wear cloaks. We do not do this to punish. We do this to protect. There can be nothing. Let me get my old man voice on. Hold on. We do not do this to punish. We do this to protect. There can be nothing competing for your service. There can be nothing greater in your hearts than the secret you keep and hold. And so it falls to the council to... Yeah, hold up. Tajana, you can't just... And yet, look at me jesting. What are you doing? Both of you have given a lot. You deserve happiness. I'm offering you something most don't get a choice. Most don't get? You're saying this has happened before? For thousands of years, we've forced people together into an incredibly intense arrangement. Of course this has happened before. Walk away from your secret. What? Give up your roles as holder and keeper. You would have to remain with us, but you could start a family. No. We made a promise. Okay, but the two of you also made a baby. I like to think it was a hard decision. That in that moment it tore my mother apart to choose duty over me. But my mother and father were loyal. Our first and only duty is to the secret. They were good soldiers. Very well. Carry on, Gareth. You have the big stick. On the day of his birth, the child will be taken and raised by the order of the seven, trained to serve the secrets. Then there's the matter of the keeper and the holder. By going against their oaths, the trust we once had in Sigurd and Eva is eroded. Oh, Gareth, they're giving up their child. There is nothing greater that they could sacrifice to prove their loyalty. A vote must be taken. A vote was taken. It was close. But my mother and father kept their jobs. Surprisingly, Tajana voted for my parents to be removed, which I guess makes sense in hindsight. I didn't cry when I came into the world. Full head of hair, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Do you want to say goodbye? A small baby. No. Immediately discarded. Sorry, that's a bit melodramatic. Girl or boy? A boy, Sigurd. He's beautiful. I think he has your eyes. Do you want to give him anything else? Casper. His name is Casper. Sigurd named me. I didn't know this until after he... Well, I didn't know. It means a treasured secret. I'd cynically say it's because my father lacked imagination, but I know better now. Eva, don't say anything. Alright, now we're jumping back to... It said now, but it was 3 months ago earlier. Oh, she got on the phone and she called and she was like, Sigurd, I'm here. My father wasn't who I thought he was. I didn't think he cared about me at all. Meeting point Buckingham 5. I can't meet you. I'm sorry. What? Of course you can. Run. I can't. I thought cold and distant was just his default setting. I have some pretty sizable holes in me. I never knew he had a sense of humor. I can't remember seeing him smile. Fine. I guess I just have to rescue you again. No! I'm not just leaving you to... Your priority is the secret. I can get you. Together we can... No, Ava, listen. Amon is here. That changes everything. He's in the open? Yes. And he cannot get his hands on our case. You have to leave me. But I have one shot, Ava. I'm going to try to end him. Sigurd hid himself from me because he felt he had to. There's a box in my room in Venice. Give it to Casper. I didn't understand what he was fighting for. Protect him. I will. So this is Sigurd's last stand, I guess. I didn't know what he gave. What he lost. And tell him the truth. You know what I'm saying. Yes, promise me. I promise. And tell him I loved him. Even though I wasn't allowed to. So he's trying to take out Amon. Everybody seems to know Amon. I couldn't see he had a heart. Oh, he drops down, drops 2 blades in his back, and then they grab him. Like, shit, hold him. Ah, damn it. You were always too good at this, Sigurd. Where's your secret? Long gone. I won't insult you by asking where or by torturing you. I know you won't break. It would just be a waste of time for both of us, and I'd hold no ill feeling, nor you personally. Which, you've got to admit, is pretty big of me considering the stabbing. Also, I already know everything I need to know. How? How did you find us? You were betrayed. By whom? Oh, that will have to stay my secret. Oh, swipe. It fell to others to tell me everything I missed about my dad. And I wish he was able to tell me himself. To be continued. So he took his head? That is a head rolling right there. Alright, that was 7 Secrets. Issue number 1. If you want to find out more, you probably can find some at your local comic book store. If you need to know where that is, depending on your zip code, there's a way for you to look it up. There's a lcbs.com, I think. It'll tell you any shops that are near you. But yeah, support local. I think this is currently up to issue... Let's see what Boom Studios has it up. 7 Secrets. They have a trade out already. Issue 9. So this is up to issue 9. So there's still time to catch up on the full story. Or if you buy the trade, it comes issue 1 through 6. And then you'll be 3 issues behind. So if you want to check that out, yeah. 7 Secrets. Alright, next one up, we're going to be reading Last Witch. We're going to be reading Last Witch. There we go. If you're in Jacksonville, I know my local shops are a couple of them: Gotham City, Mythical Mountain, and Alter Egos. You can check those out. I liked 7 Secrets. The reason I picked it up is I was on a bit of a superhero kick, and I guess I got superhero fatigue. Got a little burned out, and this was one in another long line of indie books that I started to pick up. One, I wanted to know what the 7 Secrets was. I don't know if they ever tell us, but that mystery drew me in. And then Casper on the front, when they were advertising the book, Casper drew me in because he's a character that looks like me pretty much. So wanted to see what his struggle was. But let's find out about The Last Witch. So, Last Witch is about... Oh, that's episode 2. What is Last Witch about? Here we go. So, Last Witch is an all-new modern fairy tale from Connor McCreary and Vivi Glass. It's the one time of the year when the witch known as the Calich hunts the children of the village. So Saoirse, Saoirse is her name. So if anybody knows how to pronounce that, let me know. So Saoirse, a brave and reckless young girl, decides this is the perfect opportunity to defy her father and discover the secrets of the witch's tower. But when the Calich captures Saoirse and her brother Brom, their lives are forever changed in ways they never expected. Now Saoirse will have to save everyone she loves by discovering the truth about the mysterious mark on her shoulder and embracing her secret magical powers. So this sounded a lot like Studio Ghibli to me, and the art kind of reminded me of Studio Ghibli, which is why I grabbed this book. And we saw that it was written by Connor McCreary with art by Vivi Glass. Issue 1, The Tower in the Woods. Colored by Natalia Nesterenko and lettered by Jim Campbell. Oh, there's a variant cover by Peach Momoko. Peach Momoko is a very good artist too. You're scared, aren't you? Those woods are awful dark for a girl. Besides, we both know how to find the witch's tower first, Saoirse. I bet you won't even get past the hedge. Patrick, you've only been past the hedge once, and you were so frightened you came home with soiled breeches. Isn't that right, Puddles? You're the one who's afraid of the woods. Let's make it interesting, Patrick. Whoever brings a piece back from the Calich Tower wins. No, Saoirse, this is my challenge, so it's my rules. I say it's first to see the tower. You're not scared the witch will actually be there, are you? No. Then why do you have that tied to your leg? Everyone knows witches hate onions. The smell drives them mad. Ha! You do believe in witches. You do too. No matter what you say, you've never gone past the hedge. Besides, you should do what I say, Saoirse. After all, I'm the only one in the village who will play with you. That's not true. It's your birthday, isn't it? Where is everyone? They're not here because you're poor. You make that ugly mark. You have that ugly mark, and your nan is a loony who talks to plants. Ah. You shut your mouth, Patrick Gillisley, about me and my family. Don't get mad at me, Saoirse. I'm just telling the truth. Where are you going? Getting to the tower first, Puddles. No fair, Saoirse. We promised we'd go in together. Wait! Saoirse! Don't go past the hedge without me. Oh, Saoirse. What are you doing? You know better to be in the woods today. Puddles, Patrick and I were just going for a walk. We've done it hundreds of times before. And I've told you 100 of times, stay out of the forest and away from that hedge. Maybe I will bring back a piece of the tower so you'll know I won the challenge. Patrick Gillespie, I'll be wanting you out of those woods now, boy. Patrick? What were you thinking, girl? You know the forest is forbidden on Imbolc Day. The sun is shining, so to see. The Gallic will be about. She eats children. The Gallic's just a story. Have you ever seen her? I've never been foolish enough to go looking for her on the one day she wanders the land. It's time I had a proper adventure, I've been trapped in this village for 12 years, and I'm sick of how they look at me. When I go past the hedge, they'll see I'm more than some poor girl with an ugly mark. They'll see I'm special, like Nan says I am. But you don't believe it. Ever since Ma died, you've wanted to keep me locked away like I was your maid, like I was your prisoner, and it's not fair. Listen to me, young lady. I believe in you more than you know. But we are who we are, and we have what we have. I can't help you if you're ashamed of it. I can't be losing you to the witch because of some fool challenge with a boy. And I won't be having you disobey me either. You'll stay home with your brother tonight. No, Dad, tonight's the feast. The whole village will be there. And you won't. Let it be a lesson to you on the cost of foolishness. But Dad, it's my birthday. I said you're staying. Besides, Brahm's with fever. He'll need a nursemaid and a draught of that sleeping tea Nan taught you to make. Yes, Dad. So I guess she's making the sleeping tea. Is that Nan's sleeping tea? It is. I don't want to sleep anymore. I want to go outside. I want to go to the festival. So do I, Brahm. But you're sick, and I'm in trouble, and neither of us are getting what we want today. Drink this. It'll bring down your fever. You'll be right as rain tomorrow. Shh, little one, it'll be alright. Even if the fever takes me, you're strong, my love. Why can't Nan make it go away with one of her teas? She tried, but I don't think Nan's teas can help this time. I don't want you to go. I don't want to either. But sometimes in life we don't get to choose what we want. We must deal with what we were given. But I promise I'll never leave you. And what is a promise? Promise is a bird that can never be set free. That's right, my darling. That's right. Sarosi, don't be moody. You brought this bond yourself. I know. Still, I can't stand to see me daughter so sad. Still, I can't stand to see my daughter so sad. I brought you a birthday gift. Plop. Da, you going to make me fix your socks while everyone else is at the festival? Well, maybe I have one other gift for you to make the task sweeter. What is it? You'll see. Honey? But where did you get it? It's winter. I held some back from the summer. I know how much you and your mother used to love it on festival day. You look more and more like her every day. Honey, not fair. Save a little for him. And have those socks finished for when I get home. Stupid socks. Brum. I'll be back before it's dark. I left you a little bread and honey. If you promise not to tell Da, you can have it. But if you say anything, I'll box your ears until they're sore. Your sister. I do what I want. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Just strolling through the woods. And where do you think you're going? Brom, what are you doing awake? I gave you the sleeping tea. I tricked you. Go, 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 go. See? Just pretended to drink. Clever, right? So where are you going? Just for a quick stroll. You're not supposed to be strolling. You're supposed to be minding me and fixing socks. There's honey and bread for you at home. Already ate it. You're going on an adventure, aren't you? You always go adventuring without me. Just a quick one. I'll bring you back your treasure, I promise. No, I want to come. Brom, be reasonable. It's too cold out for you. You're sick. I want to go. And if you don't take me, I'll scream so the whole village will hear. They'll never hear you, Brom. They're too far away. I'll just walk closer. Fine. You promise? Yes. Say it again. Fine. I promise. But you stay beside me, and if your cold gets worse, you tell Di I was watching you inside the whole time. Understood? This is going to be so much fun. What's that one? Chameleon. Nan calls it the tea plant. She uses it in almost all of her brews. It'll keep you awake for hours. And this one? Holly. You mix in its leaves to help ease pain in the knees and wrist. But don't eat the berries. They're poisonous. You know everything, Sarsi. Just what Nan taught me. You smell that? Witch hazel. It's good for the skin. Nan says it's what keeps her looking so young. Cheep, 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 cheep. Oh, Brom. Do you remember what fireweed looks like and where it grows? Go find some quick. He's like, Can you save her? It looks like she can. Tweet, 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 tweet. Give her a piece of bread. And off she flies. That was amazing. This walk is amazing. You're amazing. You too. You found that fireweed so fast. You're absolutely best in breed, little brother. Sorry I was going to go adventuring without you. Adventure? Today? With the sun shining so brightly, you must be very brave, children. Nan! It's good to see you both. Oh, okay. So Nan ain't an ordinary grandma. She puffing on a cigar. Now tell me, Duck, what has you so far into the woods? I'm going through the hedge. I'm going to find the tower. We're going to try to find a witch's tower? Hush, Brom. The college isn't real. Tell him, Nan. Well, it is in bulk. Nan, stop teasing. You're the one that told me that half the village are fools for believing those old tales. And you're the one that said 12 was the perfect age for a girl to do something special. I did. And both are true. But can't an old woman be concerned for her favorite granddaughter? Why tempt the fate? Why not wait for tomorrow? If I wait for tomorrow, Patrick will get there first, and he'll say I was a coward. Ah, I see. Patrick's opinion means a great deal to you, does it? No. He is getting taller, maybe even a little handsome. Nan, I just don't want him to think he's braver than me. Besides, Patrick gets scared in the woods alone. He pretends he doesn't, but it's true. Ah, yes, puddles. So, I have to go, but don't tell Di. He'd never go past the hedge. he'd rather stay stuck in the village because of some old story. Well, your father, bless his heart, has never really understood what it means to be special. You can't hide a great light like yours. I told him that when you were first born, and I saw the sign on your shoulder. This girl's marked for greatness. So you won't tell? Well, seeing as your motives are so pure, go have your adventure. I won't say anything to your dad about going past the hedge, or that I knew he'd already told you to stay home. How did you? It's your birthday. If you weren't in trouble, you'd be at the festival, which is where I'll be going now that I've everything for the mulled wine I'm bringing. It'll keep them dancing all eve. But maybe it's best if Brown comes with me, even if the Calyx is just a story. He's too young for so long a walk. And I can tell his breathing isn't right. I have an onion poultice I can use to help clear that up. But I want to go on an adventure. Come on, Brahm. Stay with Nan. You were scared anyway. I am not. I want to go with you. Come with your Nan. You promised I could come with you, Sarah. So you promised. You know what Mom said about promises. A promise is a bird you can never set free. It's true, Nan. I did promise. It's alright, Duck. Just promise me this. If you do find an old tower out there, be careful. I thought you said they're just stories. Just feels like something's in the wind. And the sun is shining. Maybe we should turn back. We're really far, Cersei. I won't think you're scared. Shh. Let me think, bro. Can't catch me. What is that? I'm gonna win. It's Patrick. He's not frightened at all. He's laughing at me. Cersei. Well, come on. I'm scared. I don't think that's Patrick. And if there really is a witch, you wanted an adventure. Well, this is what an adventure is. Going forward, scared or not. I'm not going to let Patrick win. You come or I'll leave you where you stand. You promise you'll keep me safe? Yes, I promise. I'm coming. It's alright, Bram. Let's take a break. I'm sorry I pushed you so hard. This whole thing is silly. Why would I believe there's a tower if I don't believe there's a witch? It's alright. I can keep going. I'm not going to be a scaredy cat. Besides, I have lots of energy once I eat the honey. No. We should turn back. We should at least see what's over the hill, right? That's what proper adventurers would do. Alright, one last hill and then we go home. But all we're going to find are more trees and snow. It's really here. Patrick, are you in there? I don't like this place. It's just an old tower, Brom. Some chieftain probably built it as a stronghold 100 years ago. Besides, it's deserted. Even if the college did exist, she's not here now. Let's find a piece to take home and then we can go. Alright? Maybe the chieftain left behind an old dart or even a javelin. That would be amazing! Be careful, Patrick's probably hiding somewhere around here waiting to scare us. So she's looking for something to take back and she's just like, Brom is sniffling. So this whole time he's sniffling. She goes up the stairs. This place is a lot bigger than it looks. Hey, Brom, do you smell that? It smells like a roast. Brom? Brom! And of course Brom is missing. Brom! Brom! Please answer me, Brom. To be continued. So that was the last Witch. Just like the other ones. Actually, Last Witch is up to issue 4. This is one of the newer series. So you should easily be able, and I think issue 4 just came out last week. It's 5 out of 5 miniseries. So yeah, check your local comic book shop if you want to read more. It should be a fairly easy series to find. But yeah, it definitely gave me that Studio Ghibli type feel, and that's one of the reasons why I picked up Last Witch, why I wanted to read it. Next up, we'll be reading Wynd. Wynd had 6 issues, I want to say, or was it 5? And then it took a short break, and is coming back this month. I want to say this month. Oh wait, let's get Last Witch out of the way. So Wynd is written by James Tynion, with art by Michael Dialanis. So, and the premise behind Wynd is Wynd lives a quiet life in Pipetown, working at a local tavern, out of sight in the secret rooms beneath the floorboards, often stealing away to catch glimpses of the son of the castle's groundskeeper as he works. But Wynd also has a secret: magical blood betrayed by his pointed ears, forbidden within the city limits. Joined by his best friend Oakley and Thorn, the groundskeeper's son, Wynd's strange dreams and an encounter with the city guard sent him on the most dangerous adventure he can imagine, where Wynd will discover the magic in the world around him, and, most importantly, the magic within himself. It looks like a variant cover. Another variant cover. And a couple. Is this the actual story or is this just variant covers? So Wynd is written by James Tinian, illustrated by Michael Dialynis, and lettered by Aditya Bidikar. No! What? Like, scream! So he's turning into some type of raven? He loses teeth? Wynd, are you there? I heard a noise. Well, Wynd? What did you do to him? What did you do? Flang. 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 Just beat the crap out of him. Wynd. Book 1. Flight of the Prince. I knew it. You slept in again. What? You missed the morning bell. Come on, you need to get dressed. Get dressed? Oh, okay. Keep this up, and Mom is going to come down here and serve you for breakfast. I'm moving. Look, I'm not going to leave for the day shift until you at least have pants on. Imagine if the entire waste system of Pipetown backs up all over a pair of pants. I'm putting them on. Okay, it's time to wake up for real. I'm awake. Just had a weird dream is all. Just trying to get my head straight. That's your excuse every morning. What do you even dream about? Bad stuff, Oakley. Let's drop it, okay? Like you said, time to get to work. I just wish you could come to work with me. I don't like leaving you here alone each day. I don't want to be part of the engineering corps. I like smelling like food, not sewers. You smell more like grease, but okay. I like it here. I like working here. And I'm going to be here at the end of the day like I always am. I'm good, Oakley. I promise. Your shirt's on backwards. Maybe I like my shirt on backwards. Maybe it's my cool new look. You're such a dork. Make sure to keep those covered, okay? I like Titus a bunch, but he's still new and he might not understand. Got it? Yeah, I know. Bye, Oakley. Bye. When? That you? It's me, Titus. First order's coming up in a minute. Standing by. Is that boy awake yet? I swear the entire engineering corps decided to stop in for coffee and bacon this morning. I'm awake, Miss Molly. You know, if you woke up a little earlier, you'd be able to take a shower, wash that unruly hair of yours. I'll do all that later. Oh, child, don't lie to me. Okay. Table 14 is up. 4, 6, and 12 coming in fast behind them. Ding! I have to get back up there or they'll start pouring for themselves. Got it. Oh, it looks like you're about to drop it. Slam, turn. Oh, it's a delivery system. Whoosh. Ping. Ding. I'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. Alright. Where were we? Oh, so order system. Looks like the engineering core is coming in. At the cafe. Wynd's taking orders. Foosh. Fa-ding. Foosh. Fa-ding. Miss Molly pouring beers. You know, I saw him the other day walking in the council gates. Real looking menace on him. What nonsense is this, Henry? The Kings called back the bandage man from Northport. Brought him in to help weed out the weird bloods. Don't know where he expects to find any. I remember the Cullings when I was in the Corps. The floodgates have stayed shut for a generation. Only pointy ears I've seen is Patrick's, and that's 'cause he nicked it once and had a bad haircut. You know, some of the trade gates are sloppier than others. You know there's folk against the blunt laws. You're too smart, Molly. Too smart to pay them much mind, but we all know there's weird ones walking among us. Ones with a bit of magic to them. Not so much they can't hide it, but enough to infect the rest of us if they get out of hand. We gotta be more vigilant. It's good the king brought the bandage man back to Pipetown. Hopefully, it keeps a lot of them scared out of here. You talk too much, Henry. And that hair of the dog is getting a little too hairy, if you ask me. You should get home. Night shift will be back around before you know it. Get some sleep. Oh, she poured us a drink. I should. Just keep your eyes open, Molly. If the king is worried that something is afoot in Pipe Town, we should be worried too. Keep the ones you trust close and keep your eyes on everyone else. I will, Henry. I'm heading down to get another barrel. You lot need anything? I need a barrel of parted golden eggs. I think we're fresh out, Patrick, but I'll check for you. She goes looking for Wynd. I'm trying to wet my whistle and stop coughing. So she run down looking for Wynd. Everything all right, Miss Molly? You have a look about you. It's fine, Titus. Everything's fine. Where's the boy? He took off after the morning rush, like he always does. He's always back around noon before folks come by for lunch, always blushing. Think he's got an eye on someone out there, Miss Molly. I keep trying to get it out of him, but he keeps his lips shut. He in trouble? Is that it? He's not in trouble. Okay. Seriously, Molly, what are you worried about? Never you mind, Titus. Never you mind. Looks like these next few pages just to give a feel of the time. CJ, what's going on? I'm looking for somebody. I'm like, okay. I know you're out there. You're not going to skip a nice morning walk on a day like this. No, of course you aren't. This comic is called Wynd. W-Y-N-D by Boom Studios. Written by James Tinian. Oh, he's Spyglass and why, hello, Wynd. It's good to see you again. How was the morning rush? I barely screwed up any place this time, Mr. Gardner. Everyone got their breakfast. Oh, I bet you haven't screwed up in months, and you're just being modest. Why don't you come by for dinner, and maybe I can show the bandaged man. No, he knows he's being watched. He ducks down. Cool. Hey, Pop, you in here? Hey, son, I'm here. The bandaged man stopped me on my morning run. Didn't know he was going to be back into the castle. Yes, very good. No, Dad. His voice makes my skin crawl. You know that. You're not listening to me. No, boy, I'm not acknowledging you. There's a difference. You need to learn to keep thoughts like this to yourself. Could you imagine if he heard you talking like this, or if you said something to the prince? I know better than that, Pop. Good. What are you looking at? This back bush in the greenhouse here. It's been allowed to grow wild. Hasn't been a wild bush in Pipetown in a century. If the king found out, he'd have my skin. It's been our family's job for generations to keep the greenery properly tamed. To keep the sprittles out. Sprittles? See it there? Small. Just a babe. Oh, don't let it touch you. It has an innocent nature, but should it take hold of you, it'll twist the blood running through your veins. Taint you with its weirdness, its wildness, its magic. Oh. Fawn all you like, Thorn. These damn things ran our ancestors out of the Borough Waste and the Nutton Lands. They're the real reason Pipetown is the last pure human stronghold in the damn world. No matter what those weird-bloods in Northport would have you think. You haven't seen them, boy. The people twisted up into wretched beasts, their skin turned into bark, branches coming out of their eyes, their tongues sprouting flowers. The world is wild, and we mustn't forget it. Men like the bandaged man, they keep the secrets safe. He just snips, just... Oh. And he plunged it. Dang bastard. Well, his son didn't like that, though. It'll be your job one day to keep these grounds to maintain. To maintain this garden, you'll be the one holding back this chaos. Yes, Father. Young Master Cherrywood. Hey, Basil. Prince Yorick requests your presence in his quarters. Yeah, okay. Maybe a shirt first, boy? What? Oh. Well, here. Ash, nothing weird. All well here, Ash? Nothing weird? Fine, Basil. All fine. I think Thorin can find his way up on his own. Been walking these grounds longer than he's been talking. Perhaps a bit too freely. You're the one bringing him to the prince's chambers, not me. I won't have you giving me guff about your family's place. That's not no matter. Tell the boy I'll meet him in the entrance hall. Security in the castle is getting more rigid. Aye. Pop, be careful. I know. No, you don't. You're blinded by youth and loyalty and everything a boy your age should feel. And maybe a little bit more than that. Dad. But a decade on, he'll be on that throne and you'll still be in these gardens. Don't forget that. I won't, Pop. That is a lot of security. It's so quiet in here. Yes, given the king's illness, it's been determined that the court stay out of the castle. I must admit, I miss the music. Wait here a moment, I'll announce you to the prince. Yeah. Okay. It must be the prince. This way, Thorn. Yeah, of course. You came. Yeah. You've come to my den of misery, so it's one of those days. It is very much one of those days. I'm supposed to be in the throne room for the latest reports from the north, but you're not going? I cannot be less interested in the latest reports from the north. I don't think my body is capable of wanting anything less than sitting on that terrible little throne that makes my butt go numb. Just listen to my dad yell at me for not wanting to burn the fairy woods to the ground. It went a bit too far. He's always horrible when he's sick, and these days he's sick all the time. He just wants you to be ready to run the kingdom. No, he wants me afraid. Afraid of every horrible thing that might happen if the blood laws aren't upheld. And he's just terrified my uncle's going to come out of hiding in Northport when he hears he's sick. That he'll make a claim for the throne. Northport's hundreds and hundreds of miles away. And anyway, you're before the Duke in the line of succession. Don't remind me. You seem more nervous than normal. I am. What is it? I keep going too far. I need to know if I can trust you. What? Of course you can. Thorn. Not just in a regular way. I know this isn't like a normal friendship. I don't get to have normal, but I trust you and I like you, and I don't like or trust anybody else. Yori, I've never heard you talk like this. I'm sorry, I'm not so good at emotions. The banished man. He's here because he heard about a plot in the north. A plot to get me out of Pipe Town and off Israel. So when my father dies, the crown passes to the Duke. That's what he's telling him in the throne right now. How do you know that? There's something I need to talk to you about. And then I'm going to ask you the biggest favor anybody's ever asked you in your life. And that's where it ends. Are these just pages of ad? Because it says there's still more pages left. Like 13 pages. Is there a preview to another book? Okay, yeah, they put a preview to another book in here. Folklords. Oh, nope. Just ad pages. Yeah, all right. That was Wynd number 1, issue number 1. It's actually a pretty thick sized book. And like I was saying, it's only up to issue 4. No, I lied. Wynd ran its course. It ran for 5 or 6. It ran for 5 issues, and then it took a break, and it's coming back with issue 6. So it's in a trade form. So if you want to read issues 1 through 5, you should be able to pick it up at your local comic book store. Or if you want to look for the singles, you can do that as well. But it's a good read. Like I said, I like it because I got a little superhero fatigued, and I started picking up a lot more sword and sorcery type books. And Wynd was one of them. It has that. It doesn't have that hyper realistic style that some of the other books that are going for, and it's just fun. It's a fun read. So, lastly for tonight, we're going to be reading Once in the Future. And Once in Future Once in the Future it delves into Arthurian legend. So if you don't know your Arthurian legend, which I don't, you can get a little lost. So Once in the Future says, it's like, when a group of nationalists use an ancient artifact to bring a villain from Arthurian myth back from the dead to gain power, ex-monster hunter Bridget McGuire escapes her retirement home and pulls her unsuspecting grandson Duncan, a museum curator, into a world of magic and mysticism to defeat a legendary threat. So it's written by Kieran Gillian, who he wrote the Wicked and Divine and some Star Wars, and also written by Russ Manning. And award-winning artist Dan Mora says, they explore the mysteries of the past, the complicated truths of our history, and the power of family to save the day, especially if that family has secret bunkers of ancient weapons and decades of experience hunting the greatest monsters in Britain's history. So this is volume 1. We're not going to read the whole thing because I think volume 1 collects issues 1 through 6, I want to say. Usually they do it in 6 parts. Volume 1 collects Yeah, 1 through 6. So we're not going to read all 6. Maybe we'll just read the first one. So that's the monster hunting grandmother. Once in the Future, Volume 1, The King is Undead. Chapter 1. Cornwall, Great Britain. This hot summer may have been a disaster for Britain, but I have to admit it's been a boon for us. We've never been able to excavate the lake bed without the drought. Yes, lucky. Can I see the find? We think it's 5th century, maybe 6th. It's a beautiful piece of work, astoundingly well preserved. Have you any ideas about it, Doctor? I do. I don't think expert will come so quickly. Word spreads, I guess, and... Doctor? It's genuine. You didn't say your name. Sorry, we're so excited about this. I didn't think to ask. Which university are you with? What? Who are you? You... Put that down. You can't just take... Oh, I think I can. What do you want? England back. They didn't even put a sound effect on there. Kablam! Blam! Somerset. And the debates over Britain's future show no sign of ending. And as the hottest summer on record continues, tempers on all sides are fraying. Meanwhile, in other news, a murder at a quiet archaeology site causes horror in... That's all the headlines. Let me see if I can do my old people voice. That's all the headlines. Turn over. We can catch Bake Off. Ooh, I do not like her pastry. She calls that pastry and... Yes, Bake Off. Yes, dear, do change the channel if you really want. But broken fingers take so long to heal at our age. Ooh, sassy. Broken fingers take so long to heal at our age, I really wouldn't. Well, it's always good to hear local news. It is. Now shush. The body of Alan James was found shot at the site in Cornwall, which was excavated in the lake bed during the heat wave. All that was taken was the recent find of a 6th century scabbard, which... Bugger. Bridget, you need to have an early night. Your grandson is coming tomorrow. And please, don't be awkward. Just 10 minutes to walk the garden. You wouldn't deny a girl a last sick, Bristol. I'm sorry, When I said, whatever wine you like, I didn't mean cover me with it. Let me get some napkins or salt. That may work. You know, when my friends in the history department told me about you, I wonder why you were single, rugby playing academic Duncan McGuire. But now, I'm beginning to have some theories. I'm sorry, Rose. I'd say I'm not normally this much of a klutz, but, well, That'd be a lie. I get nervous and it's raining drinks. I'm so sorry. And his phone goes off. Grand's home. I'm sorry I have to take this. Really? Let me guess. Something's come up. I just have to go. Something's come up. I just have to go. Climbing out the window when it's going this badly is traditional. No need to fib. No, it's my grand's home. She's just wandered off. Oh God, that's awful. Is she senile or? No, she's really aggressively independent. She wanted to be put in a home, so I didn't have to worry about her. I'm her only family. She's never done anything like this before. She's as hard as nails. She came over from Ireland to work when she was 15. It blows my mind. When I was 15, getting the bus into Bristol intimidated me. What are you going to do? And then Gran calls. Duncan, it's Gran. Are you busy? It doesn't matter if I'm busy. You've ran away from the home. It seemed easier than make a fuss. They are such big fussers. Can you come? I've got a problem I need a little help with. I'm sorry, it won't take very long. It's her. She's in the middle of nowhere. I have to go and get her. I'm sorry. I can't even say it's my worst date ever, but I'll pay for the dry cleaning. And don't worry. It could be worse. It's a bad date, but it's a brief date. Go get your Gran, you goof. Gran, where are you? Over here, dear. Just having some trouble. Everything is so much heavier now. Don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. How did you even get all the way out here? Uber, dear. All the way here? Have you any idea how much that costs? Don't make that face. It's a free app. Though, I'm not sure if it's free why they wanted my credit card. What are you even doing here? I just realized I needed some old things. Is that a rocket launcher? And she has a sword in there. All kinds of weapons. Ah, good. Nothing's gone missing. Look at Duncan's face. What the hell is this? Put it down. We don't need it. What is it for? Well, I used to hunt vampires. You used to hunt vampires? Yes, I used to. Dang it, stop going so fast. Yes, I used to. Then I ran out of vampires. I'm gonna get a handle on this sooner or later. Gran, you always rolled your eyes at anything like that. You laughed at it. What are you saying? It's complicated, dear. It was best you didn't know. And, oh dear. My ears aren't so good, Duncan. Can you hear anything? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of dogs barking, but muffled. Wait. The lighting, it's changed. What's... Duncan, dear, listen to me. Do you know what a questing beast is? Gran, you wouldn't even let me watch Scooby-Doo. Why the hell would I know whatever you're talking about? Well, you could keep secrets from me. People pick up the worst habits when they leave home. Anyway, you don't know what a questing beast is. Now you do. The hell is that? Is that like a snake and a lion? What is... Are those dogs underneath? In a pouch? Barking? What do we have to? A little advice in this line of work. If in doubt, run. Is she using him as bait? Yes, most monsters do go after movement. Keep them busy. Where is it? Where? Duncan, lead it back here. Oh, great. And I thought the date was the low point of the evening. That's... Oh, he picked up the tree. Wedged it in his mouth. Good boy. Catch. Ha. Is he powering up? Is he going Super Saiyan? It turned around. No, let it go. Don't chase it. It's a sad little story, the poor thing. But you start chasing it and you'll just get it all obsessed and you'll be no good to anyone. Be careful with people who chase monsters too hard. Anyway. Folks can't kill it until later. It's one of those beasts of destiny sort of thing. It's gone now. It'll be back likely at the most annoying moment. Gran, this... You know about this? All this supernatural stuff? You always said it was nonsense. A beastie with a hind's feet and a belly packed full of dogs sounds like nonsense to me. But it's real. Plenty of things that are real are nonsense, love. Most things even. What matters is what this particular bit of nonsense means, and it means awful things are loose, and someone has to push up their sleeves and get stuck in. Right. That's enough, kid. We better get going. We can buy sandwiches on the way. It's all down to us now. Folk have murdered folk to get hold of a scabbard. That means they're up to no good. We have to stop them. You're not serious. Gran, you can't go around chasing monsters. We need to get you back to the home, and then I promise I'll look into this. I swear I will. Yes, I'm sure you will. You're a good boy. You've never been afraid of doing what needs to be done. But you won't be safe alone, so you'll just drive me to Glastonbury right now, Gran, you raised me. You're not going to Pow! You shot me! I was trying to give you a close shave, but fingers aren't as steady as they used to be. Age comes to us all. I'm sorry, dear. It's barely a scratch. You have worse in the scrum. Now please, stop soaking and get in the car. We have to get to Glastonbury. But what is happening? What's so important about this scabbard? It's magic. They usually are. What does it do? Belong to an old warlord. It heals all wounds, stick big holes in you, and they just close right up. Didn't do him any good. His sister stole it, threw it in the lake, and then he got stabbed by his son. If I had a gift like that, I'd take better care of it. People go on about people being spoiled nowadays, but you've never lost a magical healing scabbard, have you, Duncan? Let me in the back. Healed all... That's amazing. Yes, it is. You think that earned it a lot of fame, but people only go on about the sword closing all wounds. It's a much better power than chopping things up, I'd say. The sword got a name, but the scabbard, oh no. People's priorities are all wrong, Duncan. They really are. I had no idea you knew all this stuff. What's the sword called? Oh, Excalibur. Excalibur as in Excalibur? Excalibur? Like Excalibur? 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 You're repeating yourself. Take a deep breath. You always were a blurter. King Arthur's sword? Excalibur? No. Thank God. It's not Arthur's sword. It's one of the Ladies of the Lake sword. They loaned it to Arthur. But if someone has Arthur's scabbard, I think they'd be trying to bring him back. There's enough prophecies after all. Some fool always wants to take a shot at a prophecy. It's the kick me sign of the occult world. But Arthur, isn't he a good guy? Oh, you adorable boy. Arthur united the Britons, beat back the invading foreigners, and then the bit people always forget about, he went to war with the European Empire and crushed it. He said to return in Britain's darkest hour. There was something about that prophecy that always rubbed me up the wrong way. Never trust a prophecy that can be taken in two ways. What do you mean by that? Well, he could return because it's Britain's darkest hour, sure. Or his return could cause it. Alright, and that was in the chapter 1. Alright, guys, so we're going to call it here. Thanks for hanging out, reading some comics with me. Thanks for all the donations and the channel point. Next week, we'll be back on a regular schedule with our indie games and our Apex Legends on Legendary Laturdays. But don't forget, we still got some more channel points. Drop those channel points in there so we can unbox this bad boy. This 1994 Flair Ultra X-Men trading cards. I got a whole box of these and I want to crack open and see. Unleash my nerddom. But let's see who's on. Let's see if we can rate anybody. Who's rateable right now? Give me 1 minute to find out. But yeah, if you guys like any of those, I like Once and Future King because the grandmother reminds me of Helen Mirren. So if they ever option this for a book, then or a movie, it's already a book. If they ever option this for a movie, then I'd love to see like Helen Mirren play the part of the grandma. Servo's on, so let's pop over to Servo. Servo. Alright, so yeah, we'll be back next week. Don't forget, tomorrow is Room the Gamer podcast. So check us out then. And remember, live your best geek life, play games, read comics, watch anime, geek responsibly. Peace.